Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Sean, and this is All Systems Go. Today we are playing Blades in the Dark, Foxfire. I will be leading today as the GM, and my three lovely players are Abby, Logan, and Sarah. And this is kind of an exciting episode because it's somewhat of the finale for this sort of arc that we have going on currently. So, I was told just like 30 seconds ago that I need to give a recap. Yes, Logan.
It's also the finale for that arc. Arc meaning boat, because we're gonna blow up that boat.
That arc. That great big, that medium-sized steamship that's not really as big as an arc.
I imagine it is massive, so you can't change my mind.
Massive. Not massive. Not massive because I think the Leviathan Hunter boats are supposed to be like huge. But recap is not gonna happen. You'll figure it out along the way.
Oh my god.
Denied. Straight up denied. We're like, give a recap.
I have the power. I will be last episode session, whatever. They were tracking down their current rivals, the Foghounds, who they're at war with. Our intrepid gang is at war with, and they are hoping to use a very specialized bomb to hopefully rip their souls from their bodies and get rid of the Foghounds for good at the behest of their friends, the Sirens. So that's kind of what happened. And I think most recently, you guys had discovered a sort of a mission that the Foghounds were going to go on that would require most of the crew. So all of the gang would be in one place on the steamboat that they have. And you were hoping to place the bomb on that and then hopefully get all of the Foghounds in one go, or most of them. I don't think every single Foghound will be on there, but hopefully most of them. So that's our recap, right? That's good enough.
Yeah, did we already get the bomb? The bomb?
You have. You told
Okay.
Amaris your plan.
We're gonna rush it back to 7th Tower. Benny, you gotta figure out how this bomb works, like ASAP.
Can I take a look at this bomb, Sean?
Yeah, you can take a look at it. It looks like nothing you've ever seen before.
Here's this diagram that we took
looks
of
like a
how they
spirit
built
bottle,
but
a very fancy spirit bottle. And
if I
got
wanted
strange
to discern
blood
how
aspects.
it would work, like, did they tell us about it? Like, how to trigger it and everything?
Yeah, we can.
They showed you a trigger. I think they said you could attune to it,
or it has
a
self timer.
Or it has a timer.
Okay,
I never said how long. It's not a very long timer. It's like max 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say like 30 seconds or something.
No.
That's a grenade. That's a bottle grenade. Pull the pin!
I mean, if you'll have to wait 5 minutes for it to go off, that's probably not ideal.
Okay,
So,
what would it take for me to learn this and add it to my bandolier so I could use 3 of them per score?
it would take like 5 long-term projects.
Dang it. Okay,
so, I mean, it would take at least one to even figure out the basic mechanics of it, probably. Much less how to make it yourself.
Well, Vinny's just gonna spend some time alone with this bomb, taking it in. He's never been around a bomb like this.
Yeah, it's new tech as far as you're aware. You've seen maybe Vinny has heard a little bit about like the spirit bottle that's being used as the basis, because that's kind of some new tech that's been emerging lately because it's a reusable spirit, a special kind of reusable mass spirit bottle. But the Leviathan blood stuff, you have no clue. It's also giving off weird magic energies that Vinny is maybe picking up on a little bit, but that's not really his specialty. And Sylph is like, this shit is like, imagine not necessarily a black hole, but like gravity waves, and like this is a super dense object creating crazy gravity waves within the ghost field.
Vinny's a little upset because this ain't a bomb in his mind. It's just a bottle.
It's not really a bomb in the way you'd think about it. But I will make note that Vinny studied. Do you want to roll a fortune maybe for that using Tinker?
Yes. Wait, So you roll 3 tinker die then?
Yeah, roll 3 die.
Oh my god.
Vinny
Great
looks at
start.
this and is like, "This is not a bomb. I do not care."
He is really demoralized.
Can
by
I
this.
take it and also spend time with it, but spend time like attuning and seeing like if I can tell how it works that way?
Yes, you.
I don't want
can
this hunk of
attune to it.
glass. And he throws it over to you.
No, no, no!
Don't throw it.
I need a bomb. I ever seen a bomb like that?
It's a bomb, Vinny. You'll see.
No.
Okay, yeah, you can
Bottle.
roll a tune.
Fortune. 4.
Slightly better.
Slightly better. Enough to
Just
matter.
enough. So Sylph kind of looks at this, and you don't necessarily understand all the tech, as well as Vinny might have, but you can definitely tune into the ghost field and see that the Leviathan blood is doing some crazy stuff, and you're pretty sure there actually seem to be runes inscribed in
Mhm.
it that can't be seen just with like the naked eye, and so you're pretty sure some sort of ritual has also been done on it. So it's like a combination of sparkcraft and ritual magic that is just like
Okay.
I've said many times,
Can
not
I
seen anywhere else.
sketch these runes on like our diagram blueprints that we already have? Like
Yeah.
complete it?
Yeah, you could sketch the runes.
Okay.
I don't think they mean really anything
That's
to
fine.
you.
I want it to look the same.
Later, we can ask Mia about it.
Yeah.
You could, yeah, or Amaris even might know. She does rituals. I mean,
We
not
do
Amaris, sorry.
not need to give Mia this power.
Who's your vice purveyor again?
Oh, Arana.
Arana. Too many A names.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sylph has studied it and recorded the runes. All right. But y'all are kind of in the middle of a heist.
Yeah.
Still.
Meanwhile, I'm just like shining up my gondola, and I'm like, do 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 do,
Going on a boat heist.
singing my sea shanties, getting all excited.
Singing my sea shanties. All right. So I think the plan y'all had mentioned was to try and sneak the bomb on board when there was less people there, right before this mission that the Foghounds were going to go on.
Yep.
This smuggling thing they were going to do, and then set it off once they were all on there.
Yeah. What's the plan, guys? Are we gonna do distraction and then sneak crew, and sneak crew can go while there's a distraction, or we can all sneak on, or
What if we drill a hole in the side of the boat
okay,
and go in through that?
that's a big hole.
What if we stick the bottle through the hole?
What?
Sean, you did say there's like a block radius. What was the radius again? Like, it doesn't have to
No,
be in
I
the
was
same
thinking
room.
a block, but a block is very big. I was looking that up. There's no standardized block measurement, actually.
Oh,
Oh, fun fact.
It's like a certain set of number of units, like smaller units, but it just depends depending on where you are.
weird.
Anyways, it is, I think we said 100 feet diameter.
Yeah.
Which will be enough for the boat. It will probably, like, if you use it too close to other stuff, it might also catch other people, I think.
Yeah.
So they should be at sea, is what I'm hearing. Like, they should be.
Yeah, preferably not too close to anyone
Not at
else.
the
Like, I
dock.
think if you used it while it was in the dock, you would catch any other ships or dock workers that were nearby.
Is that not just extra bonus?
I mean, you could.
No,
You're-
don't.
All right,
It's
he
not-
walks in darkness.
It's was not in the contract, but I don't think the contract
It would be
explicitly
very
stated
professional
not
of
to.
us to.
No, it
it
wouldn't.
wouldn't be very professional of us to cause friendly fire.
No.
If it didn't further.
No, we can just get it onto the boat and then.
I have concerns with drilling a hole.
Can we just?
Why?
Has
can't
concerns
we
about the
just-
hole.
Can't we just? What was that special binding oil to the side of the boat?
Binding
we could do
oil.
that.
So we can like gondola maneuver up to the boat.
Would the whole
Well, they're-
boat be caught in a 100-foot radius if it was stuck to the side? Probably. I mean, the boat can't be that wide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we like James Bond gondola away.
Yeah, so while it's parked, we can just gondola in under cover of constant night.
And we watch to make sure everyone gets on the ship that we
Yeah.
need.
I guess, does Vinny still have things to get this oil for us?
Oh, Vinny didn't use
Okay,
anything
perfect.
last session, except for most of his stress.
Good.
Except for all of the stress.
One of those important resources.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
So we bind it while there's nobody on.
And
Or,
then
like,
we'll
while
just
there's-
stay hidden until they
Stay
leave
hidden.
and then attune
Watch.
to it while it's out.
Because we need Margot.
Mm-hmm. Margot,
Goldie.
maybe?
Margit.
Margit?
Margot. And Goldie and
Bear.
Bear.
Yes.
So we have to make sure those three are on.
Yep.
Cool. I say we do that.
Yep.
So what's stealth? I think that's stealth.
Our planning?
I guess, did you want us to roll engagement for this, Sean?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I think I'll have you roll engagement. To like stealth up to the boat.
Maybe it's... Is
Basically.
it stealth or we could do transport? Maybe.
It's kind of like a transport. It's
Yeah.
like reverse transport. It's a drop.
Because that has to... If you want to focus more on like us getting the gondola there.
I think it's not. It doesn't matter too much. You know,
Okay.
I think.
Well, we get a don't we get bonus as shadows for XP if we do one?
Because this will be sabotage. So,
Sabotaging their lives.
yes.
We're sabotaging their boat so that it kills them.
We're robbing them of their souls.
Yes. All of the above.
Yes, all valid points.
All of the above. It's really all of the scores in one.
It's the ultimate score.
It's the ultimate shadow score. Yeah, I think I don't think it's transport really because getting the bottle to the ship doesn't seem to be that hard.
Okay.
No, it's not like you're transporting the bottle through dangerous
Yep.
territory, really. It's only a couple 100 feet maybe
Okay.
to the ship from the docks to the ship. So I think stealth makes a little more sense because I think y'all are always trying to keep a low profile.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's roll. I think your engagement would be maybe like getting to the docks or
Mhm.
getting the gondola. Like I don't
can
feel like
just-
your engagement should be getting the
No,
bottle
because
on
it'll
the
be
ship
too easy.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like
I feel like it
our
should be
entry point could be like via gondola, like
Yeah.
via water.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just like
That works.
Is this particularly bold or daring?
Uh
prepare to be boarded.
particularly bold or daring. Sure, let's say yes.
Okay.
Does it expose a vulnerability? Or are they strongest against this approach?
They are vulnerable
How-
by having souls.
Do you have
But
a soul?
is their ship considered a vulnerability?
I mean, I think them all being in one location is kind
And
of
we
a
know
vulnerability.
when and where, yeah.
But they do know someone is trying to infiltrate
That's
them,
true.
and they are at war. because Echo messed up that
Mm-hmm.
sway roll
He
at
what?
one time.
God. Echo.
So I don't think I'm gonna give you that one.
Okay.
Can any friends or contacts provide aid or insight?
The gondola.
The sirens.
Our enemy. I don't think the sirens.
They gave us a bomb.
They did give you a bomb, but that is the mission. The bomb is the mission. That's not help for the mission.
Are the gondoliers out to get us?
Vaguely. They're not right at war with us, but they're not happy with us.
They're not
Yes.
happy with you. I don't think they're actively interfering, though.
We are kind of like on the sea, which is not. I feel like
Mhm.
gondoliers have the canoes.
Are there any other elements to consider?
Could you argue, Sean, that my side job as a professor of naval warfare at the academy is helpful?
We can be your students and you can be like, see, this is
yeah.
the docks.
Ooh,
She's
what if
taking
she?
you by gondolier through the docks?
What if she throws off her disguise to deflect suspicion? Do we get an extra die?
No. No, I don't think you're.
Sean's like, no.
I've lost kind of how many die we're even at.
No,
We're at two. I'm
no,
keeping
no.
track.
We're
only
at two. We're at two.
Okay,
I was considering taking one away because you're on their home turf.
we are.
Do it.
We can do it with one die.
do
I think
it.
it's more fun if it's only one die.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
One die.
Take it away.
One die.
Okay.
So
Are
we
you sure
have
you don't
one
wanna
die
punish-
for bold and daring. That's
Yeah.
You have your one base die. I took away
Mhm.
Bold and Daring
Yeah.
because it's on their home turf
Great.
against their most important.
Oh,
sort
Doesn't
of-
matter.
My
I wish I'd poured whiskey in
God.
the small.
Yay, 6.
The funny thing is, if we had 2 dice, it would have been like 1, 2.
If you'd had 3 die, yeah, it would have been 3, 3, 3.
But one dice, we're like straight sixes.
Okay, so you guys decide to make an assault by sea and load into your gondola, which Echo is expertly navigating through the waterways. Y'all are using sort of, I think, just the light, the ambient light from all the different sort of lanterns of Doskvol to get around. You don't have anything sort of marking your own gondola out as you try and sneak around. And it's not too hard to get to the docks, to that area. You know, no one's really watching or anything. Normally, smaller vessels aren't really in this area, though. So this is when you kind of have to start dodging any blue coats or Ministry of Preservation officials who are kind of on the lookout. As well as a lot of the ships themselves have kind of skeleton crews that just make sure everything is okay and their ships don't go sinking in the middle of the night from rivals or from natural catastrophes. So I think y'all are able to get fairly close to the
Sean, can I
Foghound ship.
flashback?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
What would you like to
flashback.
flashback
Hold on, I
Alrighty.
made a note so I would do this. I'm gonna flashback to when
So
I was
good
in
or a
the
bad thing?
when I was in the harbor master's office area, looking at the ledger, and I'm gonna have like reassigned all the boats that would have been around the Foghound ship, so that it's like by itself.
Nice. Ooh.
Okay. I think that is
I have no idea what that role will be.
going to be 2 stress and a roll.
Okay.
Whew, what role would that be?
Study?
So that's so you're either you could maybe a sway because in some ways you are trying to convince something of happening.
Uh-huh.
Study maybe. That's more like interpreting
Finesse?
though.
To employ subtle misdirection? like
I
write in
guess if you
his
said you're, like-
handwriting, so he
Yeah,
thinks
you're
that
copying
he did
his
it. Yeah.
handwriting. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe. I think you need to decide how you wanna.
I'll roll finesse.
Okay, so finesse. I'm gonna give you. I said that was a 2 stress
Yeah.
flashback. Make that just 1 stress,
one?
since
Okay.
you were in the area, but you had to take time to do this. I think that's gonna be desperate
Okay.
limited.
Okay. Yep.
Actually, I think I'm gonna be hard on you. Actually, I think it's desperate zero effect.
Desperate Zero, Sean.
Doskvol's really crowded. They don't have like just empty docks hanging around all over the place. Empty
Uh-huh.
keys. I don't know. What do they
Okay.
call it? The individual.
Can she do it so like the lazier ships are nearby instead of like the well-manned, like not like a
Yeah,
noble ship?
reorganize them instead of having it be empty. That's a good idea.
So she's like, "Oh, I know these guys are total slobs. Like they don't really care what goes on."
But how do
They
you know
only
that information?
Because everyone knows that information, Sean. It's
Because
common
everybody
knowledge.
knows what every ship in Duskvol. You
Yes,
could push yourself,
obviously.
or I could give you a devil's bargain.
Ooh. What's the devil's bargain?
Right? Is that how that works?
Yeah,
Can you use a
that
devil's
is,
bargain for
yes.
extra effect?
Mhm.
I forget.
Pretty good. I mean,
What is your devil's bargain?
Ooh, can I use foresight from jail?
No, she's not
Dang
part of
it.
this. I think your devil's bargain is gonna be that. What is it gonna be? I think it's gonna be extra heat, probably.
That
I'd
seems
say like
okay, right?
What if there's a spirit warden boat that's going to be there on that day, and so she has to put it somewhere, so there's going to be spirit wardens nearby?
That's fun.
there's always spirit wardens nearby, Logan.
Yeah, but what if they're right there?
True.
I'll take extra
like
heat,
that.
thank you.
I like this even better. Spirit wardens are doing a routine check of all the ships during this same night.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Of all
Or
the
we
I
could
don't know
put
if it's
all the
worth it.
spirit wardens onto that boat and then also
Ooh.
eliminate that institution from the city.
Pretty good.
No
Ugh.
more spirit wards.
I know you wanted the foghound, so we brought you the spirit wardens. In this
Are you
bottle.
sure it's a desperate
same.
action, Sean? I'm in this guy's place. I've already snuck in here. Just have to do a little bit of rearranging.
You overreach your capabilities. Are you a master forger?
You don't know.
She
You're
can
in
pull-
serious trouble. If you got caught in this, you would be in serious
Yeah,
trouble.
okay.
Changing the manifest of the Ministry of Preservation, which is one of the most important ones in Duskvol,
I'll
for an
push
entire
myself
area
for
of the
extra
docks?
effect.
Well, they should have guarded it better than if they're so important.
Yeah.
They're not usually worried about people changing the ledgers that often.
Okay, desperate. Limited. 1 extra dice. For a daredevil.
We're not
She
taking
is-
the bargain.
No. It's horrible.
I liked it. That was a delicious bargain. Good idea, Logan.
Thanks.
It was delicious, but it was like just a bad
Too
idea.
tasty.
Too tasty. That's the fun part about devil's bargains sometimes. I can never
Man,
come
I've
up
really
with good
used
ones.
up all my stress doing this. 5.
Alrighty. So, you achieve your effect, but there is a consequence.
The spirit
So-
wardens are patrolling tonight.
This sounds familiar.
No, the dock master, the harbor master, realizes that someone has messed with the manifest, but it's too late to really change anything. But in response to that, he has upped Blue Coat patrols and is double checking the sort of the docking permissions of
Yeah.
every boat
Okay,
that's
that's
coming in,
fine.
as well as doing regular sweeps of this area of the harbor
Okay. Cool.
with watercraft. So there will be much higher Blue Coat presence, but you have succeeded in getting rid of the most of the adjacent
Boat
ships. So
interference,
you've
yeah.
got a pretty large radius of just nothing.
Yep. Cool.
And y'all are maybe like 200 feet away, 150, something like that. Y'all are in the last leg to the Foghound ship. You notice though that it does have a bit of a crew on it. You see about 3 lights kind of walking around up top, as well as some people. It looks like they're doing sweeps of kind of the water around the area. You notice the blue coats, of course, that you've been dodging on the way, and they've been kind of haranguing all the different boats going to and fro, and you need to make it the last little gap.
Is it better, do you think, to swim versus taking our gondola up so we can be like?
I might be the only person that
I
can
have
swim.
no advice. Yeah, true. I'm not sure how common swimming knowledge is anymore, considering the water is terrifying.
I
I'll stay
have
in the
much
gondola.
prowess.
Oh, okay.
I could probably
Or can you jump 200 feet?
swim. No.
You sure? You're not sure? You can't do it?
Well, I can give you that levitating oil, and then you can just float
Ooh.
across the water.
Perfect. I can
Just
go.
give her a
Put
little
it on
push.
a really
A little
long
push.
pole.
No, let's just prowl our way up.
Okay,
to the
yeah, we can
boat.
sneak. Can I like
Good
take
call.
my fine shadow cloak and kind of like put it all over all of us as we're like going through?
That checks out.
I don't know about that one.
Why don't you just make your little weird darkness more dark, so we're just an orb
I
of
don't think I
darkness?
can actually do anything with that. I know.
Just trying to look. I think it's for controlling a boat.
Finesse.
Yeah, finesse.
Finesse, or it can be
vehicles.
tinker.
Oh, give me the gondola pull.
But I think that would be more if it was mechanized, maybe. Technical expertise. Or you guys could try and prowl. It's probably going to be a group action either way.
What's our? Everybody has some in finesse. Everybody has some in prowl. So it doesn't.
I have one in both.
Oh,
2 finesse.
I have 3 in both.
Finesse.
Okay, finesse.
So I guess I feel like group prowl makes more sense because we can't all steer the boat as a group finesse, really.
I mean, yeah, we could because I mean, like, I can be like, you steer, you propel the gondola. You know, like
You are the boat.
And one
You
person look out.
watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you need to watch the lights, and like we need to know when there's a break in like the searching pattern.
We'll do group finesse.
Group
We've never done it
finesse.
before. Let's
Okey-dokey.
try
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You're gonna be a risky standard.
All right.
Whiskey standard.
Can we all trade position for effect?
Yeah,
Or are we making it
I mean,
desperate?
you'd have to.
We're going real fast.
Just trying to get to their boat as quickly as possible so we can like shove ourselves next to it and not be
Making really
seen.
loud splashing noises with your, or if you guys want to, you can.
It feels
How does
worth
everyone
it.
feel? Okay. I just need one more until I level up prowess. So that's all.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Sure.
perfect. So
Desperate
desperate
Okay.
greater.
Yes.
Greater.
Yes! We did it!
Oh my gosh. Is that the first crate y'all have gotten from? Finally.
Oh my god, it's
Oh
amazing.
my gosh.
Oh,
Well, whoever's leading, take one stress.
Echo can lead because I think you have the most stress.
Yeah.
And all right, y'all finally raked in a crit from that group
Amazing.
action.
finally.
Finally, the very first one you took, and it's come in handy on
Once.
these. Finally, okay. So, gosh, wow. I don't know. You were already at greater effect.
We're really good, Sean.
Super greater effect.
You're so
Super duper. We're like
great.
in the blind spot. We have managed to like perfectly find the one blind spot on this ship.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So y'all start making your way over through the dark, inky waters, and you're a little nervous and kind of looking around and trying to keep really careful watch of everything that's happening and where all the different people are looking, but it's a lot to keep track of. But you get a stroke of luck when one patrol of bluecoats starts to bother the sailors aboard the
Mm.
Foghound ship and distracts them onto the other side of the boat so that no one is watching the area y'all are entering from, and it doesn't seem like any of the patrols were also any of the water patrols were passing by as well. So you make it up no problem. Greater effect, I don't
Maybe
really.
can we see if the three are on the boat? Like if they're pulled away by the bluecoats?
You're pretty sure they're not on the boat. Here, I'll give you this. So right as y'all kind of pull up abreast to the ship, in its sort of shadow, you can hear the sound of a couple more footsteps coming in, and you hear the very distinct voice of Margaret Vale say imperiously to one of the blue coats, "Is there a problem here, officer? We have all of our paperwork, I believe." And
Give
you
us
hear
5 minutes.
the three of them sort of talking, and you're pretty sure they're about to board the ship.
Cool. Alright, Vinny.
Perfect.
Whip that oil out.
Whapam!
Should look this up ahead of time.
So I'd like to use binding oil, and I would like to probably use Tinker
To apply it.
or maybe Wreck, carefully applied
Mm.
sabotage,
Mm-hmm.
to sort of bind it to the boat. But I want to do it sort of like underneath the water line, which is why it'll be a little harder than just like boop boop.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you notice that the spirit bottle does actually give off a faint glow of light. Okay.
Can we install like a little cover
Yes.
over it too?
We wrap it in a piece
If it
of
was
cloth.
underwater, I think that would
Diffuse
make
it
it
enough.
much harder to see. So if you do it like a foot or so underwater,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's
Maybe I'll like get in the water and like swim it down so it's cannot be seen from the surface, like more than just like a couple inches or so.
yeah. Yeah, okay. So well, that's interesting. That almost sounds like it might be finesse, since you have to swim down there in the dark and you can't see.
Well, I
You
mean,
want
I
some
can just
dark
walk
sight
myself
goggles? I
down
have
the.
some.
Dark sight. Do
You
this
can
work underwater?
You can borrow them. They're like they're just like scuba goggles, except they you can also see in darkness.
All right, let me see. I don't think
You're
Wreck.
not wrong.
It is. It Rex states carefully applied sabotage.
wreck. When you wreck, you unleash savage force.
Or carefully applied sabotage.
Or I could finesse it if you want to come down and like tinker to apply, and then I could finesse and swim it down. And like double
I'll
team it.
man the boat.
Pick what you want to do, and then I get to tell you how well it works.
I want
What your
to
options are.
wreck or tinker, whichever you feel would be a better fit.
I think Tinker makes more sense.
Oh, okay. Well, that's perfectly fine with me. They're both the same score.
I think if you're going to be the one doing it underwater, I think you're going to be risky limited. Because I don't think the oil, I'm just wondering how the oil would interact with water.
Oil doesn't mix with water.
It doesn't mix with water. It flows.
It doesn't mix, but would you be able to still attach it to the
Yeah, I have no idea.
to the bottle and then to the ship?
Oh, I mean, almost certainly.
Oh, okay. Sure. It's not like water ever forms a surface over something
once you
that
put
would
it on
interfere.
once you put it on the bottle, it sticks to the bottle.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't mix with water. So therefore, it's not touching the water. So then when I touch it to the boat, it's now touching the boat. Or I take a sponge and I soak it in binding oil. And then I go down there and I squeeze it. And some of the oil comes out either sides and it sticks to the boat.
Yep. That would work really well.
Or I know from like my ship experience.
Her shipping ship.
My Shut up!
From her Leaky Beach experiences.
This Leaky Beach is gonna leave you in the water.
No!
You can pull your way home. I can tell where the water line is, like at dock, is not like the wind. I can tell them where on the ship, like they can put it so that the water will, the water comes up higher near the front of the boat versus like the back of the boat. So,
is it high or low tide on this boat right now?
Or it could be low tide and it gets to be high tide. That would be great. The boat would stay the same level in the water.
At the same level in the water. Yes.
It's not low tide. It's not floating on the bottom.
My point is that if you put it more towards the front of the ship, once it starts moving, it would be covered by the water because it's hitting the waves.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be underwater at first, but then it would be more.
Vinny would probably know if the oil is able to be applied underwater. So do we need like a fortune roll?
Roll a fortune die.
Why, Sean? When we can just argue with you with nonsensical arguments until it makes sense.
Okay.
3 6s in a row. Okay, it works underwater. I'm still gonna put you at risky limited because you're probably not used to working underwater. Unless you have diving experience I didn't know about.
I'll come down and assist you.
Or actually, I'll do it this way. I'll put you at desperate standard.
I was good. Yeah, because you know what I was going to do anyway.
I'm still going to come down and assist you.
Oh, okay.
You get
extra die. Perfect. Desperate. Standard. Bonus die. 1.
A crit!
Logan is on fire! What is this? This is amazing!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You jinxed yourself, Sean.
So, let's see. You swim down on under the water line, which you're not exactly happy about, but you do think this is the best way to do it. And Sylph comes down with you to help you out. And between the two of you, you're able to apply the binding oil and then stick it, I'd say maybe 4 or 5 feet under the water line. Not super far, but definitely far enough. Yep. And you attach it to the ship. Goes without a hitch. You're pretty sure it's going to stick there as good as it's stuck to anything before. That binding oil looks very sturdy. And as far as you can tell, once you resurface and kind of slosh back into the gondola, the Margaret and them have like just started finishing dealing with the blue coats, and you think they're gonna maybe start boarding the ship soon. So now would be a good time to I
Get
don't know.
away.
Depends if you want to stay near it for now in the shadow of the boat, or if you want to get further away and then come back to it.
I mean, maybe if we
Oh,
can, like, just...
also, I'm
Yeah.
assuming y'all aren't using the timer on it.
No.
Okay.
So we do have to be like within a certain distance for Abby to still attune. Like,
Yeah, so the attuning can't be done just from infinite range.
It's exactly 50 feet away.
Oh, jeez.
If you are off by an inch or so.
No, I think the range for that is like 100, 150 feet.
Yeah. So, I
somewhere
mean,
in there.
they're just gonna get
closer is
out
gonna
enough
be easier.
that we don't get innocence, and then we'll do it. And if we miss it the first time, it's gonna be a problem, but...
Yeah.
wait, while you guys were doing that, I've been attaching a rope to the boat that's 150 feet long.
Ooh.
So just tows us.
I love it!
I can binding oil that to the boat too.
I've like tied it to the anchor line or something.
Okay. You might need to roll something for that.
I mean, sure. If I must.
What do you want to roll?
Finesse?
I think you'd either need to be sneaky or tie a really good knot.
I mean, I feel like we're already like in a good position. So I feel like it's me finessing while they're focusing on the bottle. I have like got my special, rope, seafaring rope.
Yeah, and check off a box for that for sure. 150 feet's a lot of rope.
I can mark light climbing gear if you want, because climbing gear is 2. But I have light specifically.
Oh, sure.
Up to you, Sean. Sure, Abby.
Okay. I have
Your
lots
climbing
of
gear is
load.
probably better quality than mine.
Sean, you know how when things are in water, they sort of like sway back and forth?
Yes.
I think she should be allowed to roll sway for this.
You're so
Oh
funny.
my God.
I'll
so
say you're
right.
risky standard for that finesse. To attach a rope.
I have 2 finesse.
You can push yourself.
I could
Someone
push
could assist you.
I could push myself for 2 stress, which leaves me 2 stress left.
That's not bad. 2 boxes left?
Yeah.
Oh.
So 1 box left, really.
Yeah, I have 2 boxes left currently.
They're riding high on stress.
Riding high! I'll just do it without pushing myself and just see what happens.
Okay.
See what happens. All right.
You could ask for a devil's bargain if you want another die.
Sean, do you have a good devil's bargain? It's going to be like, your gondola will be ruined after this. You will lose your gondola.
I think even if for some reason the foghounds don't see you being towed behind them, other people are at 150 feet. So I think your devil's bargain is going to be that you attract unwanted attention.
I think the hope is that we don't need the rope though, right? Like, it gets near the end of the rope, we set it off, and then cut the rope if it works.
Or pull ourselves back so we can get the bottle.
Yeah.
Or use the gondola to tow the boat back to the 7th tower so we can take it off there.
It's gonna be a long towboat.
I do have 1 feet of unusual strength, so
that would be up there.
It could be up there. Okay, let's just do regular, and we'll just see regular. Ricky, you said risky standard, Sean?
I did, yes.
God, Come on, pirate experience!
Yay! 6.
Wow. Okay. You find a nice little spot to hook on this rope. And are you leaving it in the gondola? Or are you going to let it trail behind the ship?
So, okay, the anchor chain of the ship is down. I have, let's say, like, I've attached it to, like, the.
I don't think you want it on the anchor, though.
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
they'll
I
probably
was gonna
pull that
say
up.
they're gonna
when they-
roll the anchor up, so it's like a little longer. It's like 200 feet, so like 50 feet of it will go into the.
I guess it can be on the bottom of the anchor, and they probably won't see it because it'll. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be.
I'm
And
sure
that-
you could find something else to attach it to.
Or
Like
yeah. Or,
that's not the hard part. I think like there's gonna be side pieces of something that you can attach it to. Really nice piece of barnacle.
Or I just like, dun, 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 like stake it in there somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I attach it to the boat, and it is also attached to the gondola. So all we have to do is be towed. Essentially, it's like a big towboat for our little gondola. So I don't have to worry about pulling the same speed as the gondola the ship.
And then I think from here we should take the gondola underneath the dock and just hang out there until they set off.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna leave like loose. I'll put it so the rope
It's
is
under
kind
the
of
water.
Under the water.
Yeah.
It's probably like rope/chain, and it's under the water, and there's a loose coil on top of the gondola that would just feed out once the ship starts to move.
All right.
That sound feasible?
Do that. Yes.
Okay. But yeah, right now we've like moved under the dock in the shadowy shadows.
Okay. So the three of you relocate underneath the docks in your gondola as you listen to the crew make preparations for their journey. Not very long into that, they set off, and you hear Margaret shouting orders, as well as Bear and Goldie kind of getting everything ready. You hear the anchor clanking up as it gets pulled out of the water, and the sound of the steam engine kind of roars to life as it slowly pulls itself away from the dock. So I think if you want to just be pulled along, you're going to need to evade notice.
I
by
think
people.
the rope gets to like the last 10 feet or something. And then we just try to set it off, yeah?
Yeah.
And then if that doesn't work, we can get pulled along.
Okay.
Do you think that's far enough away from other ships, though?
Well, that's
I think
the thing.
I think you're gonna
We
need
should
to roll
a fortune.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you roll fortune with 0 die
Okay.
to see if it's far enough away, because you're in a crowded docking area.
So
You're
this
in
is if there's even an opportunity before we
if
hit
the
drag
opportunity,
along.
like to not. It depends if you care about catching someone or not.
Yeah. 5.
5, 6, 5. Okay. So watch if they'd gotten 6, 6. I would have just like stabbed myself with this pen.
All of Sean's hard work has like gone down the drain.
Okay, so I think
it's close, but not there.
I was gonna say I think it's really close. I think you're pretty sure you just need to hold off for like another minute or two.
Yeah.
There's one ship that seems to be passing pretty close by that you're worried about, and so you'll need to make maybe one
Group prowl or something.
that, or since it's not very long, I would say like something to just hold on, like to make sure you can keep hold of it strong enough.
Can that be my feat of unusual strength?
Use your special
Yeah, there's
armor.
not really a strength one, is there?
Yeah, I don't know what I would roll, but I can. What's this? What's this? Not to be trifled with. I can push myself to do.
Do you have the stress for that?
I do have the stress for that. And then after that, I can
Well,
continue with
it's
stress.
not going to be over right after you've set off the bomb, so I would
Of course it isn't,
not
Sean.
using all of your stress before that goes off.
And or I could flash back and disguise the gondola as a police boat.
Woo!
Like when we were on the dock, I put on like the police.
I love it.
Why would that get us?
They wouldn't suspect that like it's us trying to attack them.
Do a group prowl.
Okay.
Since y'all don't have any lights on in your gondola, it's not going to be easy to see you anyways.
Okay. What's
Stealth
our
gondola.
position?
Your position is gonna be desperate standard, because it's pretty bad if you get caught.
I'm in my boat.
You're
I'm in my
desperately
element.
holding onto
Come
this
on.
rope,
Okay,
trying
that's
to
good.
steer it
6.
the safe ways.
Ooh, only one stress.
All right.
Who's leading?
Ooh.
I can
And-
do it. I have
Who
4.
Logan, how
is-
many do you have? I'm gonna
I can-
attune.
I can take this, and then I'll be not traumatized, but I will have
One left.
one more.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
That
I mean,
seems
that's,
fine, because then Echo needs
yeah.
to take care of the boat, and I need it attuned. So
Yeah. Okay, so I'll be leading.
Okay, so y'all are able to hold on and navigate the boat between the waves and the wake as the Foghounds takes off towards the high seas, slowly but surely. The
Speed
last
gondola.
of the
I'm so excited.
yeah, it's going
Echo just is like
a little faster than you're expecting. Things are getting a little choppier. The gondola is not used to being out in rougher waters, and you see
is
the
living.
last sort of ship pass on by, and you are sure you have a clear radius to activate the bomb.
Okay.
Should
Real
you
question
so
is,
choose.
do we want to activate it here or farther out?
What's the benefit of doing it farther out?
That people won't see it from the docks?
Is it
I
visible?
assume, I don't know.
Did they tell us?
I don't know.
No
I
one's
didn't
used it
tell us.
before.
No one's used it before. I don't think anyone actually knows.
Can you see if when spirit bottles are working? Can you see that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, spirits give off light because they're electroplasmic, so you're pretty sure watching person's soul get ripped out of their body would be visible.
How do they want us? Didn't they want all of these hollows? Like, how are they going to get them? A whole boat full of hollows.
We're gonna drive it into night
That
market.
wasn't part of our contract.
Yeah. Okay. We just need the bottle, so we don't really care if people see. We'll just pull ourselves in on the rope, grab the bottle, and
Are we just
skedaddle.
gonna cut the
We can cut
boat
the anchor.
around the bottle because it's stuck to the boat?
I have alkahast. or
Oh,
whatever.
okay, perfect.
Will it work underwater? I have no idea. I can go
I
in
have
on
to
the.
roll another fortune die.
At the
I can
very
go,
worst,
yeah.
we can just like pry apart wood, and it'll just come with wood on it.
Crowbar.
Is
I don't
it
think it's wood,
wood
it's
or
metal.
metal. Yeah, I can sabotage it from the inside and just take out a nice, perfectly round,
Yeah,
and then run
We'll
out
be
of a
fine.
sinking boat.
we'll be fine. They did want these holes, but I don't think it was.
That's
in our
they should have wrote
contract.
it in the contract then. Remember this, Sean. We're being litigious.
Yeah, I wrote the contract as I wanted it to be, so
Okay, great.
I say we just activate it. I feel
Activate
like if
it
we're,
and then go quick.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh my god, please end, Margaret.
I'm gonna activate this.
I'm so
Okay.
suspicious that
Risky
Sean
standard.
has more.
Risky standard. I'm gonna expend my special armor to push myself when I contend with or employ arcane forces.
Okay.
And I think that should be fine.
You can do it! He who walks in darkness loves this kind of stuff.
He does. Hopefully. 5. 5 is good. Enough.
There's a small boat of children that comes out from behind.
Oops!
Y'all wouldn't care,
Oh,
so
no!
it doesn't matter. Okay, so, alright, this is what happens. So, Sylph, you attune to the ghost field, and it is pretty easy to hone in on the bomb, even underwater,
On the
because, like
terrifying gravity wave
I was
bomb.
saying, it's giving off really strange emanations from the quality that it has. And so connecting to it, the sirens actually never really said, like, here's what you need to do once you attune to it to set it
I
off.
did study it earlier, though, so I
But
kind
you
of
did
know.
study it, and you're pretty sure it just is a matter of sort of like overloading it almost, just giving it a little extra push because it seems pretty volatile.
Mm-hmm.
And so you give it this little last bit of magical push, and you see that suddenly kind of all of the energy just like pulls in on itself, and you sort of like pull back into your body, and then you see on the ship this sort of explosion, but not like a bomb, not like a fiery explosion. It's sort of like an electrical crackling um, sort of field that expands very quickly within like around 100-foot radius,
Mm-hmm.
and it has that sort of dark black sort of fiery look of the Leviathan
Mhm.
blood that was being used in it.
Bad,
And
bad,
then
bad, bad,
So
bad.
cool.
but it is giving off sort of these flashes of like red and blue and kind of electrical lighting, and you can hear just momentarily screams of agony as you see these sort of blue wisps of light just being ripped out of figures that then collapse onto the boat and then just get pulled like
We are
super fast
It comes with the
this
job.
people.
Yeah.
canister.
We're all like,
It's an occupational hazard.
War over.
Woo!
And you can see these souls physically being ripped from the bodies and then sucked where the spirit bottle bomb was located. And then this all takes though like 5-10 seconds, very fast.
Yeah.
And after that, this sort of energy dissipates, and there's just a sort of kind of like dark miasma left around the ship, which is now still on and still drifting,
Mm-hmm.
still running forward, full speed ahead, pretty much. And you also, there are going to be 2 consequences. You
Okay.
immediately hear a lot of shouting
Yeah.
from the docks as well as from various boats, and you're pretty sure, you're positive the bluecoats and many other people have seen this. You hear like alarm bells ringing and stuff, and then through the ghost field, Sylph, you can feel just this sort of like strange pull, and you start to see the sort of electroplasmic manifestation of ghosts just like appearing out of thin air, as if being summoned here by a powerful energy. And you can see the beginnings of ghosts starting to
That's
and spirits.
fine.
Is it though?
If
Yeah.
you listen carefully, you think you hear also a faint bell ringing in the distance.
See, I thought
They
Sean was gonna
said
be like,
that they wouldn't get set off. Those bitches.
those bitches. I I thought Sean was going to be like, and then you see a leviathan stirring in the deep, called to the blood of its brethren.
That was one option.
We want to resist any of these consequences.
Well, yeah.
Sean's like, let's not resist.
Let's not.
The ghosties.
The ghosties? The ghosties?
Because
They're the
if
most
you don't
problematic
resist
for
the
us.
ghosties, then Sarah and I are going to have to resist the ghosties.
But I don't
True.
suffer terror from the supernatural, so I'm okay.
But you
Well,
can't get
yeah.
the bottle.
That's true. Oh my god. What would that be? Getting rid of the ghosties.
To
A
resist the
tune.
ghost.
Probably resolve.
Insight?
I have no
I don't
idea.
think it's mental strain or willpower.
Yeah, you like overpower the ghost. You're like, get out of
Just
here.
compel
Scram.
each and every one of them slowly.
Mhm.
I feel like usually ghost stuff is a tune, so I feel like a tuning resolve.
I think it is resolve
Okay.
because the ghosts cause mental strain, and you use your willpower kind of to resist them normally. So yeah, I think it's resolve. But don't you only take one stress from?
Mental, electroplasmic, or spiritual harm. And it's
Oh,
not
harm.
those, yeah.
This is not harm. Too
Are you
bad,
going to be
so sad.
traumatized?
That's okay though.
Wait, what?
Well, it takes you out of this.
Do you
the mission.
need me?
Yes.
Do we?
Then I won't resist it. Yeah, that's what I'm
Wait.
asking. I don't know.
I don't think we need her.
You need Echo?
But
To
you could
pull-
roll a 6, right?
Yeah. Or 5
How many
would
dice
also
are you
be
rolling?
fine. 2.
Oh.
I mean,
You're only rolling 2?
Yeah.
Or I can roll resolve. I have 3.
Either of you can also resist it for me because there's a protect move. But I don't know that that's necessarily better because we need Vinny and we also need Echo.
Mm-hmm.
But I have more stress.
How much stress can you lose left before
have-
you are traumatized?
4 traumatized, 3 not.
That is better.
And I have 3 in resolve.
Oh, maybe you should do it then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, girl.
I said no.
No. I like hold up my spirit bane charm, and I'm like, I'm in my home turf.
She's
Do like
this
a
is
pirate ritual.
This is a
Yeah.
Spirit Bane gondola, okay?
Spirit, I like nail it to the prow of the gondola. And I'm like, salt water and spirit bane, banish these ghosts, and I spit over the side of the bow.
She spits at each ghost.
Echo, I think your fake spit is getting better.
You think my what's getting
Your
better?
fake
My
spit.
fake spit?
Yeah.
That's all I want
Practiced.
from life.
That one almost convinced me.
Oh my god!
Of course. So clear one stress.
Woohoo!
On your possessed by the ghosts of pirates past, you banish these other ghosts that have no right being on the high seas.
Yeah, they're not
Though
pirates.
we're not even really on the high seas.
Yeah.
And you send them packing. So the energy tries to manifest, but it quickly fizzles out. Still, though, you see that lots of people seem to be boarding ships and kind of making their way as quickly as possible over to
Reel
the
us in.
Foghound.
Yeah,
So I think you're gonna have
I'm
like a
gonna reel us
ticking
in.
clock, maybe like a 4 clock that is help arrives, but it's not really help for you guys.
Okay.
How many do you want us to keep track of that?
I'll just tick it when I see fit.
Okay.
I want to say, I don't know if this should count as a flashback or not, but I do think I should have blue coat, like my blue coat available.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
like,
you can mark that
this
as a
is
load.
this is when disguising the gondola as a police boat works, guys. You left.
Police gondola.
Okay,
police
let's get
gondola is
over
here.
there.
I commandeered this gondola in the name of the Bluecoats. Okay, I'll mark it as a load. And what is just? Do I need to roll to re-listen, or do we just accept that it's fine?
I think you.
We
Yeah,
could
I
do
think you set
fortune
everything
to
up.
see how quickly we are able to move. Or we can just give it to us.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do 3 fortune die, 1 for each of you, as you try and reel
You
yourselves
can
in.
roll it, Sarah.
Okay. A 3 fortune die. And as I re-listen, I like chant the sea chants of pirates. So I'm like in a rhythm.
5. That's
3, 5, 1. Okay, so mark 1 on that clock.
You have it. You just said you have
Yeah,
it.
you just said you were gonna mark it.
Oh, I said I was going to tell you when to tick it. I don't want to keep track of
Oh.
it.
Well, how many ticks are on it and how big is it?
It was a 4 clock. There were no ticks. Now you have 1 tick.
Okay.
Help arrives.
Help
There
arrives.
you go.
Maybe quotations around help.
Okay.
Quotations and arrives.
But y'all reel yourselves in as you see people are starting to disembark towards the Foghound. And you pull up abreast to the ship, which is slowing down since no one's manning it,
Yeah.
but it is still on a unrestrained course towards probably either another boat or a dock at this point.
Right. I'm gonna climb up on the side of. I want to climb up onto the boat, with like via the ladder on the side that always is there.
That all boats have. Yes. Okay, you can climb up onto the side
All
of
I
the boat.
want is to grab the pirate hat from
Oh!
Margaret's
Oh my
body.
god. Vinny was gonna go do that.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Duchess.
Oh,
I
good.
wanna
He's gonna
bond
give
with
it to Duchess.
Duchess.
You're just doing
Bond
everything he
with
was about to do.
Duchess.
Vinny,
Vinny
you work
needs to
on getting
focus
the
on the
bomb.
bomb.
Yeah.
So, okay, do I know if this Alcast can work underwater?
Make a fortune roll.
How many die?
All's fair. Wasn't it just 1 for finding oil?
I think so.
Yep. So 1 for fortune for that. Okay, 5.
5.
So it does, but not as effectively as possible. So you'll
So it's
probably have
like less
limited
effect.
effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well what do you think it is to go down and get the bottle?
To get it, definitely probably oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, that's
Technically,
what
you
I
have to
meant.
tell
Like
me
what do you think I would roll?
if you're gonna go down underwater,
Yeah.
finesse probably, because you have to swim there and you have to mess with it while the boat's moving.
Oh yeah, the boat is moving.
So
Okay.
but you get to choose.
I think
Technically.
finesse should work.
Okay, I'm gonna put you at desperate limited.
Do you have a devil's bargain for me?
I have a devil's bargain for you.
Or I can assist.
Yeah, maybe like she's pulling me up on the boat next to it, like on the gondola, so I don't have to contend with it moving.
Okay, yeah. To raise the effect level?
Yeah.
Or to give you a die?
Between the devil's bargain and the I want an extra die and an extra effect.
Okay, I have to think of a devil's bargain now.
So I'll just take 1 stress.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is too good to be true. Okay, the devil's bargain is the bomb worked on everyone except it did not completely work on Margit.
No. A goodbye for that devil's bargain.
They're
So
very devilish today.
I'll use your help to make it to raise my effect. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Assist
So-
can help affect or die.
Okay, so now I'm rolling 1 die.
Oh, you're only rolling 1 die?
I only have 1 in finesse.
What else could you do?
See, y'all thought you were gonna get through this nice.
Or
and
I
easy.
can do it. I
Can
have
you-
2 in finesse. You can give me the alkahest.
Mhm.
The boat is already being towed. Like, you don't really have to do anything. I can swim.
Or I could do it and somebody else could go get the pirate hat, but I just wanted to make sure the Duchess got it.
Okay, you can do it. Vinny can go get the hat.
Okay. Can Sylph still give Duchess the hat?
Yeah, Vinny's already good friends with Duchess.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'll do it.
Look how
We're so
Okay.
look at
coordinated.
this camaraderie.
So you're gonna be desperate standard because
Of
I'm
Echo's
still
help.
assisting.
Echo's still assisting.
Okay.
Okay.
Minnie's
Roll,
Daredevil,
roll.
obviously.
Plus Daredevil, obviously. My
That's
bane.
standard plus 1.
One of my banes. One of my
die.
many banes.
Many banes. 5.
5. Oh, delicious. Okay.
Meanwhile,
You know
Vinny
it's
has
bad when
climbed
we
up onto
complain
the
about
boat.
getting a 5.
Yeah, because 5 means there's consequences. Ha 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 ha.
Just for the record, Sean.
What?
Vinny had
is-
climbed up on the boat then instead of
Mhm.
Sylph.
Okay, so Sylph
Yeah.
dives underwater as quickly as she can, but she's not used to any of this being underwater, messing with all this alchemical
Have my
stuff.
dark side goggles, and I have messed with it before.
They just are normal goggles right now, but they're still working well.
And it just is not working out quite as well as you'd like. But eventually, you're able to use enough of the alkahest to wrench the spirit bottle off, which now all of the Leviathan blood seems to be gone, and in its place, there's like this swirling of blue, crackling mist
Yeah.
inside of the bottle. And you rip that off and quickly surface, getting back on the gondola. But your consequence is gonna be.
Pull you back out.
Let's see.
Consequences.
Your
no
consequence is. I think.
Level 1 harm.
3 ticks on that clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I think help is going to arrive. So it took longer than you thought, and there were more
What
boats
sort of help are
closer
you
than
talking
thought.
about? Like,
So people are going to investigate like what's going on. Basically, that includes bluecoats as well as dock workers and other ships.
I think it's
These are some brave people if they're running towards a giant cloud of
they
miasma.
are. Yeah. No, I
They
think
really
we
are.
just try to get out as fast as possible, and if all else fails, I can just mind blast them.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll kill all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Vinny's gonna go get this hat.
Okay. You.
While this is happening, I 100% am in blue coat. Okay.
It's like, I know I should have done this beforehand.
Shaking
God
in the
damn
boat
it!
real
No one
fast.
listens to me.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'll put on my spirit warden attire too.
I'll put on the pirate hat. This is fine. This is my boat. Leave.
So
Fear not.
Vinny climbs over the side of the
Group
boat,
sway.
and you see standing at the helm Margaret Vale, as well as Goldie and Bear close by, as well as assorted other members of the Foghounds kind of standing around. But all of them are completely sort of empty-faced, staring into nothing. And you can tell they have sort of the empty look of a hollow, as they have recently had their souls ripped out of their bodies.
It's not my problem.
They're not really doing anything. Some of them are kind of swaying back and forth. They're standing. it looks almost like Margit is vaguely trying to steer the ship, but not really doing much of anything. There's still Hollows are still aware, and they can take orders and be told to do things, but they have low initiative. They're easily controlled.
Okay,
Probably not going to attack you or anything.
perfect. But if I
But it
try to
is
like push one overboard and try
it
and,
would probably try and save itself.
but if I told it to jump overboard,
I don't know. We might have to
okay.
roll fortune die.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll go grab this hat, put it on, adjust it, and then
As you're doing that, you see a bunch of lights sort of start to be shined at the boat. I don't know.
Shone. It shone upon the boat.
Shoned upon the boat, and shouts ringing out through the darkness, asking if people need help, what's going on,
are
shouting about the
we
bluecoats.
so okay, looking at this map, it looks like
Looking at this map,
like we would be in the channel, right?
y'all are probably somewhere like here.
Okay. So I want to like sort of take the wheel and just sort of turn it so that it will run into the island and hit the ground and sink, right?
Do you want to sink the boat?
Maybe not sink it.
Could be.
Well,
a
I mean,
boat in the
otherwise it's
future.
gonna go out
Yeah.
to sea.
She wants boat, please.
Well, what do we do then? It's gonna.
Yeah,
So,
no, if
I
we
was
crash it, we
thinking
can at
if
least
y'all
recover
wanted-
it and fix it.
You could do like a chase scene with the boat potentially.
Okay.
So like yeah, we
Everybody
all
on
just
the boat.
clamber on. We all just clamber on the boat and
Oh, okay.
bust out of here.
Do any of us know how to drive a boat of this caliber?
100% yes.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Gondolas are just like my little way of keeping my hand in.
Okay, okay.
Gondolas are pale imitations of the boats she used to
Yes.
be on. Let's take a 10-minute break because we haven't taken one yet,
Yep.
and we'll have a chance to think
Wait,
about
what type of 10-minute break?
just a
quick
10-minute
10
break.
a quick 10-minute break.
Just a 10
Just a
minute
10-minute
Just a
break, Logan.
calm
Calm
relaxing
10-minute break.
10-minute break while y'all decide what to do
We'll be
as you
right,
slowly run out of stress.
right back.
Unless
We're back.
Hello. Thanks so much for sticking with us, guys. And we'll jump right back in. The group has decided on the chase scene. They're going to try and hold on to this nice new boat that they've just acquired mysteriously. So shiny and new, and a full crew to help man it. That's so docile and welcoming. And so they need to escape all this attention that has just been drawn towards them. and hopefully they'll get to keep all of their shiny new goodies.
So, what is the composition of the boats that are chasing us? What is it?
So all of them are barely. So there's a lot of smaller boats. I wouldn't say like not gondola size, but definitely smaller, like tugboat, fishing boat size stuff. So they have like a crew of
In comparison
three.
to us, are they faster or slower?
I mean, I think that's relative and depends on the boat.
Yeah.
So I think there's a couple smaller ones, which are going to be more agile.
And who's manning them? Bluecoats?
I think I mentioned some are bluecoats from the patrols, and then some are just dockhands and sailors that were coming to investigate. And then there is like maybe one or two larger vessels that are about the same size as yours that have also made their way over, which these seem to be manned by bluecoats, and were part of sort of the sweeping investigation and sort of watch that the harbor master had set up.
Okay.
And there's maybe it's like 3 medium sized, and one is another sort of ship that was coming into port and saw the trouble and decided to come investigate too.
Yeah. Okay.
So y'all were heading towards the sea. To the left.
Yeah.
I think we have the map pulled up? We don't have the map pulled up.
I can pull up the map. Probably.
I believe you guys were right around, trying to come up with a good color. Y'all were probably somewhere like bloop there, that red square.
Where did you mark? Okay, so we're in here.
And you were heading out in the direction of the fence. The electric fence.
Oh, there's a fence.
So I think we'll do a 8 tick clock, maybe? Unless y'all think that'll be too short. I think that'll be long enough.
That seems fine.
So you'd get 3 marks for 6, 2 for 5, and 1 for 3. And then they will also have a competitive clock.
Do you want me to keep that too?
Yes, and that'll be an 8 clock. And so basically theirs will be the inverse of yours. So if you roll a 3 and you get 1 tick on yours, they get 3 ticks on theirs.
Okay.
Is that right?
They get ticks on theirs if we fail, depending on how bad the consequences are on our roll. Desperate would be 3 ticks. Risky would be 2.
I don't know. We're gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
so
we'll figure it out.
That's what's happening. Either way, whether that matches anything or not. So y'all make all the actions though, so they will never actually be doing anything, of course, because that's not how Blades in the Dark works. So, what would you like to do for your first attempt at escape?
Do we want to try the fire oil? Or do we just want to evasive maneuver?
Rev that engine.
Yeah, Vinny can go down and like tinker with the engine. Maybe be like, "Oh wow, there's this can of nitro that they weren't." Let me just toss that into the fire.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't think there is just a can of nitro, but
Do you know
what
we mean, Sean?
This is what I'll do. I'll tinker with mechanisms to modify it to go into supercharge mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you could tinker with it, or you could use something that you have.
Oh, my can of nitro.
Yeah, your can of nitro.
Okay, I'll hook it into the universal nitro port.
It's probably an illegally modified ship anyways, so yeah, if you tinker with it, you could find out how to make it go faster, I'm sure.
Perfect.
So, I think position and effect won't really matter for this, because the consequences will just be the ticks on the various clocks.
Oh, that's how you want to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Would we get any XP for the? I guess the only thing would be like desperate XP.
I-
We're like XP.
you're fine. You have enough XP.
Wait, wouldn't position and effect matter how many ticks go on each clock?
Sean's just saying if we roll,
I'm just doing it by the numbers you roll.
yeah, 6.
That's why I
is-
was confusing myself because
Oh,
desperate rolls like that,
Usually it would matter.
the
but we're
position does
simplifying it.
matter.
okay.
So
Well,
really-
So basically, they're all fate rolls.
perfect. Well, I'm just gonna click risky standard.
That's I don't know what I'm doing.
That's fine.
This is
No,
our
oh
first
my
Critical.
chase
god!
scene. Oh my god!
Then he gets down
Yes!
there and he's like, "Oh yeah." He just hits it with a wrench and you just goes super fast.
Is that 5 ticks?
Yes, a couple is 5 ticks. So this boat, it was like chugging along. This explosion happens. It was still chugging along, but it was starting to slow down like a little bit
Slowing
because no one
down.
was manning it. And like you see, while Vinny like goes down, he sees there's a couple guys down there kind of taking care of the engine and everything. And all of the ships were starting to catch up, but they weren't moving too fast. And then Vinny just looks at this, is like, oh, if they just connected these
You're
two
a
things, it'd be so
genius.
much better.
Yeah,
and then
what
he
a
like
big idiot.
bonks one thing really fast, and the furnace just like explodes into high heat flames.
And on the deck, you hear Echo go, "Woo!"
You like the engine just starts this horrendous rattling and groaning, and the ship just starts to shudder as it gains immense amounts of speed.
I don't know if we're going to be
way
able
too
to turn it
quickly.
off, but my god, are we going fast?
And
And so
Sean,
y'all
the
just-
wake that we leave like knocks all the boats
Shoot
behind
ahead.
us.
Yeah. And all of the boats behind you, they will just get 1 tick, of course.
Yeah.
When we started this and I rolled that 1, I was like, oh, this is going to be a rough session. Little did I know there were just 6s coming down
Don't
the
jinx
pipeline.
it yet.
I did
Okay.
5 ticks. Y'all can do the last 3, okay?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's possible for you to lose now.
I'm sure it is.
I think it is only possible if you fail the next 3 rolls.
Bunch, yeah.
Don't put it past us.
Or you fail and then you'll draw even, which we'll have to figure
Yeah.
out.
I'm gonna
Okay.
summon a ghost and send this ghost after the boats to terrify them.
Summon a ghost. Send him
just
after
try
the
it.
It
boat.
just
Okay.
makes everything better is when ghosts get involved.
She's just shooting ghosts out the back of the boat.
It's a ghost cannon.
It makes us go faster. She's shooting boats or ghosts out.
She's steering with the ghosts.
Oh my gosh.
God! I got a crit too!
Well, I was gonna have a fun chase scene for y'all, but I'll just save that for next time. Wow, I'll rewrite that and figure out a better way to do it, because we're done. That's it. That's it,
We're
folks. That's all. You tune into the ghost field, and it's just hypercharged around this boat and this spirit vessel, this spirit bottle, and so like it's as easy as just like pulling, plucking flowers. You just are like pulling ghost energy from the field as if it's nothing and sending it at these other ships, and they are quickly and effectively deterred from getting any closer to you. Even the blue coats don't seem to be wanting to mess with you.
But just have a good time driving this boat, Sylph or Echo. You don't need to do anything.
So I think
I know, it's just like a joyride for me.
I think maybe you'll break through the
Spark
spirit wall to just like, and then you just sort of like swing around to that channel that's to the south,
a barrel
like
cleft.
down here, and no
Yeah,
one
I'm thinking we
even
could take the
chooses to
boat all
follow
the
you
way.
out.
I think we could take the boat all the way down and around like Night Market. like down the Dusk River and like up by the train station and then into like Six Towers or something.
Yeah, any of these bigger channels you can get through. These smaller ones that kind of divide it up, you might be able to maneuver it, but it's going to be harder.
Just be like, Amaris, come check this boat out. We brought you the Foghounds.
Special delivery.
Beep 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 beep.
Honk honk.
Wow wow.
Wow. Okay, y'all ace that.
Sorry, Sean.
Sorry, Sean.
I'm sad for you guys too.
No, that was pretty cool. I was happy with that.
Okay, as long as y'all are happy.
And it's not even
That's
like we
the
were
important
rolling
part.
our strongest assets the whole time. It was just like pure.
No, you were. Tinker and
these
Attune are two of your strongest.
I did not sway once.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, this boat did not sway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that ends the heist for the most part. Yeah. I mean, so
yeah,
they did say like return the spirit bottle as soon as possible.
Yeah,
and you
we just pull up and deliver
a boat. So you dock the boat somewhere.
And they can come get the hollows if they want them
the
to.
The poor gondola was flying in the wake behind everything.
I'll have to do some repairs, but really, the fact that I have a boat now, it's like totally fine.
You have acquired a boat. Which
you've upgraded.
Figure out. But I wanted y'all to acquire that. I think it'll be fun. So we acquired the steamboat. Alright. So you finished off that. You meet up with the sirens, and it's actually, I think what happens is y'all make it over to Night Market, and you sort of you dock the boat, you make it to shore, and then it's actually a little strange because Amaris, Rain, and the Voice are waiting for you on the shore.
You know how we love the Voice.
And Amaris just kind of gives a little like clap. What are you doing?
What is Logan doing? Taking pictures of his cover.
See his phone, taking pictures of stuff. So focus on my story.
There's been a casualty. Cabbage ruined a toy.
Oh no! He tore it up. He was too excited by that chase scene. Okay, so the three of them are waiting for you, and kind of as you come closer, Amaris gives sort of like a little like clap, and Rain is like, hers is maybe a little sarcastic, but Rain's like very enthusiastic, like, "Woo, good job, guys!" And Amaris is like, "Well, we heard there was some strange happenings over in the docks lately, an unexpected explosion, and then." Seemed like a little bit of a chase, a boat chase, but didn't last very long.
Wasn't much of a chase.
Exactly. Good to hear. But more interestingly, it looks like you've acquired a new boat, and maybe you've acquired a couple spirits for us as well.
I will present
sort of holds out her
the spirit bottle to her.
She sort of takes it and gives it a really good look before passing it over to the Voice, who takes it sort of wordlessly. Did you want to say something, Logan?
Is there just a pile of pillows outside?
Yes.
She's not a pile of pillows. She's like veiled, like the veiled lady, basically.
She's a pile of pillows in my mind.
Not a pile of pillows.
That's Duchess. That's how Duchess sees her.
She's just covered in like veils of cloth. Not sheer, but.
Wait, so we see her and Amaris? How is Amaris pretending to be her if they're next to each other?
No one's pretending to be anyone.
Because they're separate
Amaris
people.
And the Voice have been in the same room before.
Not with any of my characters.
Oh.
Yes. Amaris has always been in the room when y'all visited the Voice.
Oh, Duchess was drunk,
Rain
so.
hasn't, though.
Y'all never, ever.
This is
Pay attention to my stories. All right, so The voice takes it. Rain congratulates you all and says, "Good job, guys. That was amazing. I heard such great stories. It's so exciting.
You
And we're
already
glad the
heard
bomb went out."
stories?
Well, word travels fast, and we trust you all, but this is like an important
Oh,
thing. So
I
we
see
had
how
to
it
have
is,
our
Rain.
own eyes on the situation.
Echo or
I
rolls
was
her
watching with
eyes.
the ducks. It was awesome.
If you had your eyes on that, you know it was no bomb. Rename it in the future. Contraption, maybe.
Sure. So Rain shrugs, and the voice doesn't really say anything. Amaris gives y'all your money. She also says, "We would be more than happy to take those hollows off your hands for a bit of extra compensation, if that's agreeable."
8 gold per hollow.
Coin.
How much coin will
No,
they give us for them?
I think that is not appropriate, but it will be considerable. I would
Ugh,
consider
I
it
hate these hollows. They make me feel so icky.
I know.
8 coin alone for the job,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be probably, I think, 6 coin for the hollows.
Oh.
Or yeah, 6 coins for the hollows.
Do we even have enough vault space for that money?
Yeah.
That's
Do we
your
have
point.
enough vault
fine.
space for the hollows?
No.
We
So
just put them in the bottom level of the the 7th tower. It's
The
just
basement.
Well, how much coin is that total? 14?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
I think we have enough.
How many does the crew have?
The crew can hold 2.
Remember, the whole point of this game is to stash coin too, so you should probably stash some.
Yeah, okay. That we'll sell them to you for 4
Yes.
coin. 6
Okay.
coin, I mean.
I was like, wait a minute. 14 total.
14
They
total.
take the hollows off your hands, and I think kind of
Wait, can I also take the pistol off of Margit?
Mm.
yeah,
Duchess wants
sure.
that.
That's fine. They don't need these anymore.
He receives a psychic telecommunication.
From Duchess. And Amaris has the spirit bottle, gives you your payment, and the voice finally speaks in its creepy, sort of semi-telepathic way, and says, "We greatly appreciate your help in this matter, Foxfire, and remember that the sirens will always be there to help you if you need it. We hope we can continue working with you in the future." And then
Likewise.
just sort of they walk away. Rain gives a little wave back as they're walking
Goodbye.
away. And that is that.
Wow.
So you got your payoff. You get 3 tier or 3 rep for that. And
You got it, Logan.
heat.
How much
Oh.
how much coin each are we doing for?
We can do 4 each and then 2 to the crew. Yeah.
Sure.
2, did you say 2 coin each?
4.
She said
4.
4 each
Oh,
and
4
2 to the crew.
Did you mark the rep, Logan?
No, I was doing other important
Okay.
things.
3 you said, Sean?
Yes, 3 rep.
Got it.
So you get 3 rep. Your heat was probably
that was
astronomical.
Ow.
So you get
John, why? Well, why?
6 heat for wild, devastating exposure for setting off a bomb.
Okay.
Duchess just went to jail for this, and now we're already back up to wanted 1.
There.
But we're not at
Um,
war anymore because we have decimated the foghounds.
Yeah.
You are not at war, luckily. And then
Do we lose rep? Like, not rep. Standing with like the blue coats of the Ministry of Preservation.
I'm sure. If they, I mean, they might not have seen us, so we might be okay.
Okay.
We can
But
figure that out.
we do have
We'll
rep
roll
with
fortune.
them.
Okay, so you get at least 6 heat. I think I'm going to give you 2 more because a special bomb was used that
Sure,
has
that's
never
fair.
been seen
Yep.
before,
That
and
tore a hole through the ghost
more or less
field.
killed people, and severely disrupted the ghost field. So
Okay.
8 heat.
Great. We
Then you need to roll entanglements.
Entanglements. Oh boy. Oh,
2.
2 is good, right? Low is good. Not a 6, which I
It's
think
not
would be
a
bad.
6, yeah.
Flipped or interrogation. Flipped, one of your contacts, patrons, clients, or a group of your customers switches allegiances due to the heat on you. They're loyal to another faction. Or
Good thing it can't be Steph because he's loyal.
the Bluecoats round up one of the PCs to question them about the crew's crime.
Ooh.
How did they manage to capture you? Pay them off with 3 coin, or they beat you up, level 2 harm, and you tell them what they want to know, plus 3 heat. You can resist each of these consequences separately.
They could interrogate Vinny, but he'd tell him there's no bomb that you need to know about because there's no bomb. It was really disappointing.
That was no bomb.
Who could flip?
I feel like all of our people have already flipped.
Like you've already flipped so many people.
I mean,
that
I
were
wouldn't
close
be
to you.
I wouldn't be opposed to like being interrogated
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either.
and paying them off.
Well, if you're interrogated, you get the... Yeah, you have to choose if you want to pay the coin, or you take the harm and the heat.
How much of each is it? 2 harm, 3 heat?
Level 2 harm plus 3 heat.
Okay, we can't
Or
do that, or
3
else it'd be
coin?
at level 2.
Yeah,
So we
I'll
can
just pay 3
spend
coin.
a coin each. Or you can, I mean, whatever. We can split it up. Are you, like, how rich are you?
Yeah, wow.
You don't need to tell
Nice.
them.
How much little on the side do you have?
Don't worry about it, okay? Mama's got this.
Yeah, really. Echo over here is
Yeah.
the sugar mama of this group now. Thought Duchess might be providing the funds, but nope, not even close.
No, Duchess spends the funds.
Yeah.
Duchess
Duchess is
100% spends the funds. That's why I was like, I'm gonna need my own stash. Yeah, I think I'll just like get caught and like not tell anybody about it and just pay them off. Like I feel like I'll keep it like real on the down low.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Okay, sounds good. And then you all get downtime.
I need
Gonna
to indulge my
advice.
I
Same.
mean, I expect all of you will indulge your vice.
Or?
Actually, we might, since we're thinking about taking a break after this, I might just reset y'all all to 0
Stress.
stress.
Okay.
That way you could
Nice.
focus on something
Yeah,
else if
that's
you
nice.
wanted.
Perfect.
Because I imagine the group might take a little bit of a break after such a big heist.
Okay, well, I'll put 2 into my earpiece for free.
What did we even decide on that?
Oh, I have it. So I have half of it done, but now I need to actually construct it.
Right,
and
but
it's
what were the
a
qualities of it?
tier 4 complex. That's what I have written down.
Okay. Oh, because it takes multiple times to craft.
Yes, and I already have
Okay.
one of them done, so now I need to do the second half. I think.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Items are confusing. Okay. Anywho, does anyone want to do anything else?
Do I have to clear my level 1 harm tummy ache? Or will that naturally go away?
I think you have to clear it.
I think you have to clear it. I'm not gonna give you too much free stuff.
Okay, I go visit Stev.
Stev, who luckily
I
you don't
said-
have to acquire anymore, and y'all are tier 2, so he's a tier 3 physical.
Whoa!
So what do I roll? What does that mean in
fortune
dice?
dice.
Yeah, he gets
Three
Three
fortune
fortune dice.
3 fortune dice, you say? I say, Stev.
Fix me.
Fix me.
Okay, so he does 2 on your clock.
I need 4.
You do have 2 downtime activities.
Yeah.
We're not.
And I'm like, Stev.
Again!
Again, Stev. Again.
Do it again.
Do it
Soothe
again,
my
man.
tummy.
My tummy hurts. Okay, roll fortune.
Nice.
Oh,
Perfect. You're good to go.
cleared. No more tummy ache for me.
Y'all should probably reduce heat some.
Cheers.
If I wanted to do a roll to put more ticks on that clock to create something, is that tier or tinker? To
Oh,
craft
why are you
something-
asking me this, Logan?
To craft something, spend 1 downtime to make a tinker roll to determine the
Yes.
quality level of the item you produce. Okay.
Inventing. You're still in inventing. You need to study it as a long-term project for once you've invented a formula, then you can craft it. See crafting below.
So I'm in the crafting section. So I make tinker.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Bam. Tinker. Ooh. 4.
It's 2 ticks.
Okay, so when you invent or craft a creation with Sparkcraft features, take +1 result level to your roll. Does that mean at the end or to everything that, like every roll I make for crafting?
Is that the leech ability?
Yeah.
Oh, lordy. Where
It
are
just
you?
says when you craft, and I did take the downtime action craft.
Why can I not find your character in this? Here it is. When you invent or craft a creation, you get +1 result. Yeah, I guess you get yeah, I mean it seems like a +1 result level to any
Okay,
crafting roll.
perfect.
So 3
Well, I'll
ticks.
do that again then. Maybe knock this thing out. Perfect. And that completes it. We now have earpieces.
Guys, we're like so professional and
I know.
So
it's gonna be
professional.
so great. We have a boat, we have earpieces.
We're actually tier 2?
We're
Whoa.
actually tier 2, we're not at war.
Amazing.
Not yet.
Sean.
Oh, no.
Did Sylph want to do anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna go do some jobs for Darmit and see if I can get back in his good graces.
I think we said that would be a long-term clock.
Yeah, I have a clock for it. It's right here.
Okay.
I've done this
Um,
before. He just hires me to like go steal things
stuff.
or
Remind me who Darmit is?
He's a blue
Who's
coat, but he's a real bad blue coat.
You real bad.
He's
blue coat.
he's a corrupt blue coat that
He'll do
y'all
anything
worked
to
with
move
in
up
your
in the ranks.
very first mission, I think.
Yeah, we did, and then we pissed him off.
Just like you
That
pissed off
doesn't
so
sound like
many
us.
others.
Yeah.
Not our team.
Okay,
though. We're
so
very...
roll prowl. Oh, this. I guess. It's fine. Just roll prowl.
6. So
6.
3.
Okay. Yep.
Can I
Two
pay a
ticks.
coin to increase that by 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Darmit
it.
is available again to help you.
Nice.
Great. So when we start season 2, we can immediately burn that bridge again.
Yeah.
And then get it back at the very end.
Sean,
What?
Go
Oh,
ahead, Abby.
can I reduce heat also?
How would you like to reduce heat?
That's a great question. Can I finesse the boat to like change how it looks so that people don't know it's the Foghound boat and it's just our boat now?
it's our boat now.
It's totally different, I promise.
That. So what? You're gonna paint it or something?
Yeah.
It's like He Who Walks in Darkness
I
are
don't know
us.
if that sounds exactly like finesse.
This isn't black. This is He Who Walks in Darkness black. It's a shade darker.
What would that be?
Vinny can
maybe?
wreck it.
Don't wreck my boat.
No, like he wrecks how it looks by painting it to make it a different way to look.
It makes it a different way to look.
See, it's a different boat now.
Looking different much. Okay.
I mean, Tinker is fine.
Do we think painting a boat is dexterous manipulation or subtle misdirection?
Maybe it's
I'm trying
hunt.
to subtly misdirect people's attention from the boat.
maybe you paint it camouflage
From your medium-sized
colors.
steamboat?
Yeah.
You camouflage paint it so no one can see that exists. There's naval camouflage paint.
I'm good with either, honestly. It's fine. Whatever you
I
want.
think.
Or
Tinker
if you
makes
want to
more
make
sense.
it a long-term project.
No, but because I'm reducing heat.
Oh,
via
Yeah,
this.
That's right,
she's
that's
just
right, that's
reducing heat.
Does it matter my position?
Technically, it's an action roll, so I think it does.
Okay.
But man, I don't not feel like coming up with consequences for
Okay,
when you
I'll
fail.
just roll
Is the
for
problem?
fortune. That's fine.
So what I'm hearing is a fortune.
4.
So I
don't know
think you
how many
reduce
that reduces.
2 heat.
That's not very much. I'm gonna pay a coin to make it
So you
more.
reduce 3.
I'm gonna pay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna pay
I
a
can
coin.
reduce heat too.
Okay, I won't pay another coin. I'll just do 3. So we're
Okay,
down.
so you're reducing it by
1,
3?
2, 3. Yeah, we're down to 3.
Oh, I mean, that's fine. When Duchess gets out, she can just go back to jail.
Okay.
I was gonna say I can reduce heat. I want to
I
be
think
like
we're in a position where we won't get one to level 2 next time, so we should be okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, then any other downtime activities?
Mm-mm.
I want to start a clock on gathering information on my family
Okay.
because I have that job. I've been there for a while. I like started to learn who the nobles are. So it's kind of like gathering family information on family and like the nobility, but I didn't know how many sections there should be on the clock. I'm okay if it's like a long.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a long-term project. So usually those are
12.
8. 8. They're usually an 8 clock.
I'm gonna make it 10.
Those can
Okay.
change. It depends. I mean, I think it depends how difficult the information you're trying to gather is. So what are you trying to gather, sort of? Like, are you trying to get really specific stuff, or are you just trying to like figure out the relationship between very noble families?
Well, I'm trying to figure out like the web of like the web of connections that like my family has. So like we know that my family is doing scary research and like helping other nobles with it, and like you might on the surface know like, oh, the Salins and the Skurlock house are like seen together often, but you don't know what they're doing. Like I want to
Okay.
know like the alliances and like the actual like business dealings of my family, like with other people, and like the getting in where the labs are, and like
I think that sounds then maybe like a 10 clock.
perfect. Okay, that's what I
So
did.
more complicated. Okay. Did you want to roll? Did you want to start doing that?
I'm gonna wait for next season.
All right. Anything else? Any free play? Do we want to get Duchess out of jail?
We all like wait for Duchess
Is she
outside
free?
of jail.
Great Oceans.
We're there when she's ready to come out.
Do we
Just
come pick
waiting
her
for
up in
her.
our new boat?
Toss her the hat and be like, Duchess, hop on! We're pirates now!
We sail off into the.
She just turns around and is like, I'm not ready to leave yet. Please
Take me back.
take me back, blue coats.
Did you miss us?
Okay. So I think with that, we have finished most of all that stuff, and I think here's some little teasers for what hopefully will be in store for a group next time. So I think all of y'all go back, of course, to 6 Towers, to the 7th Tower, and kind of relax a little bit after a job well done and a hard score finished, as well as the defeat of a rival gang, and a very successful job at that. And
I think defeat undersells it a little bit.
Decimation.
Complete and in total
some foghounds
annihilation.
did survive because not all of them were
We're on
the boat. So we'll see if they are actually completely gone or not. But they are incredibly diminished.
Do we have to play as the remnants of the foghounds next season?
Crippled.
Yeah, obviously. Now you're just fighting against yourselves again.
No, we're overpowered!
A constant back and forth. Yeah, y'all are super OP. Feel my pain. So, just kind of a little couple snippets. We see a familiar face, a handsome, dark-skinned man that you quickly would recognize as Kalir, is talking to a sort of shadowed woman in a really nice office at a beautiful ebony desk. And he talks to her and he says, I believe that our recent investment in Foxfire has been maturing quite well, if the recent news is anything to go by. Hopefully we can look forward to their continued help with the night market situation. The woman sort of looks at him and she says, Good. Keep me informed, Kalir. I wish to keep a tight leash on our assets. Then we find Amancio, who's digging into a nice hot meal while a newspaper is spread in front of him, a little bit of the ink rubbing off on his fingers. And you see the headline says, Mysterious explosion lights up the docks. What could it be? And he kind of scrutinizes it for a little before you see a slight smirk as he stares off into the distance towards Six Towers before tucking back into his meal and kind of reading through the rest of the paper. Then we see a sumptuous parlor decorated in red velvets and pink silk. A matronly woman, beautiful but older, has a large sum of money that she pushes over and is picked up by a gloved hand. She says, "Make sure to find him and make sure they pay with their lives." Then, lastly, we go deep, deep underground until you see a
Oh, I don't like
bandaged
this.
figure, barely lit by the slightest bit of blue light. In its long, clawed hands, you see a gold coin being played with, flicking across each finger. It stops, holds it, scratches a mark, distressingly familiar to what we've seen graffitied around Doskvol lately. He flicks it, catches it, clutches it close, and says, "Your time has come, Duchess." And Duchess feels a searing pain in the symbol marked on her hand.
Okay, that's fine. I thought it was gonna be Skirlock. That's
No.
fine. I'm
I
fine
know
with this.
it wasn't Skurlock.
Who
I'm
is that
surprised.
woman?
Who is that woman, and what man does she want? Because we don't have any men.
I thought he was describing Duchess, and with the large sum of money, that describes her.
Don't worry, I actually forgot Lord Skurlock, so here's Lord Skurlock.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
You see a figure staring at the empty display case in his hallway, either side littered with relics of immeasurable value, but one empty one staring him back in the face. He seems stoic and sort of unperturbed, but he raps his cane 2 times on the floor, and a gurgling voice rises from behind him and whispers, "What shall we do, master?" And he says, "We shall make them pay as a lesson to all the others."
Echo's got so much money, she can pay you.
I don't like
You
the
get a
water
money.
demon.
I was
And
hoping for
that
the
is
remnants
our
of
setup.
of rat corpses. You know, that was when the infamous box of rats. One of our shining moments, the box of rats
yeah.
trick.
Classic.
And there we
Classic.
go.
So
That is our
good.
setup for next time. I will be taking a break for a
A
little bit.
quick 10-minute hiatus.
A quick 10-minute a couple weeks to try and work on sort of the next arc of the campaign, as well as polish up some mechanics that I haven't been happy with, like entanglements, which we always seem to run into issues with, as well as maybe some other stuff. And in the meantime, we talked about maybe Logan running a bit of Blades in the Dark if we want to stick with Blades in the Dark, or we could do some one-shots in the off weeks from now I can't remember the other game we're playing suddenly.
Tales
from the
Tales
Loop.
from the Loop.
So, but we haven't quite decided yet, so we'll let you know. Hopefully, we'll have it decided by next week.
Yep, and we'll post on Twitter when we
If
do
not,
decide.
yeah, we'll definitely post on Twitter. But we will be coming back to Foxfire because
Bigger and better than ever.
the players have been loving it, and I enjoy running it. Just need to work on those difficulty levels for when they roll 66666 all the time at me. And other than that, we'll be back next week with Tales from the Loop,
Yeah,
which we've been very excited about. I'm excited about. Super
I hope
fun.
so. Yeah.
We
We
get
finish
to
up this
channel our
mystery, figure out what's going on. It'll be great.
Yeah, more mysteries, more heists. It's all coming at you.
All
Thanks so much
coming
for
at-
joining us, guys.
See you next time.